pulling of driver's licenses for such things as drunk driving or reckless driving. They were on a patrol to track down who was causing the flatulence in the registry offices in Quincy, which is in their own report, which was issued on Thanksgiving Eve to make sure that nobody saw it. Anyway, time now for the Chumpline.
Is reclaiming land... Is reclaiming landmines one of those good green jobs?
I know. You would. I know Biden's not really in control, but you'd think somebody would be in there that would understand the legislative process. That you can bribe these people legally. It's not a crime. Just offer them something, and they will roll over like a dog, and you can just scratch their stomach, and they'll do whatever you want. That's the way it works. I mean, Biden was rolling over for 50 years.
Hey, Howie, I wonder what will be longer, Joe Biden's time as president or Hunter Biden's time in the Navy?
Well, I think if he makes it to St. Patrick's Day, he will have more time than Hunter had in the Navy.
Copy.
The Chumpline is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week announcing the relaunching of our wicked awesome website. It's faster, it's leaner, it's even younger looking. Kind of like the Howie Carve websites. In fact, there's even a rarely seen inspirational video of Howie getting the Ice Bucket Challenge. Fortunately, it was during the summer months. It was not a day like today or yesterday.
Biden is set to magically undeport illegal aliens. Is there anything he can't do?
Yeah. Well, we won't want to keep them in the country, because they're only doing the jobs that Americans won't do, like chopping up young people in East Boston or Chelsea, or selling fentanyl in Lawrence and Manchester.
Schumer was right when he used the word erection, because they all had one after the insurrection. It gave them a reason to impeach Trump for treason and bar him from ever running in another election.
Excellent limerick. Excellent limerick. You got everything in there, limerick guy.
Hey, Howie, I think we have a new Wizard of Oz, Jen Psaki. I think she went to the Ed Koch School for Public Speaking.
Yeah, we're going to have any wizard cuts tonight, Taylor, or will it wait till tomorrow?
We've got a few.
Okay, we'll have some tonight in the 6:00 hour.
Howie, Joe Biden calling. Come on, man. I think this GameStop stuff is a good thing. People should be buying stock in a store that sells board games rather than fossil fuel companies. The fact is, most of these Dow Jones fossil fuel companies should be forced to sell solar panels instead, like the American Cotton Oil Company, Tennessee Coal Company, American Smelting and Refining, and Standard Oil Company. I mean it.
Did you see Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports announced today he lost $700,000 betting on GameStop and AMC, but he blamed it on, and he probably is right, that he blamed it on Robinhood shutting him down. He can afford it.
Howie, we're past Trump derangement syndrome. We're now into total derangement syndrome.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I agree. They've gone crazy. Whether any of these initiatives that they're proposing to dismantle, it's not fundamentally transforming America. It's about dismantling America. 339 says it takes months for 16-year-olds to get their driving tests. How long do you think it would take for Dems to register 16-year-olds to vote if passed? A lot of good observations here today on the text line and the Chump line.
Should we start referring to the moderate wing of the Republican Senate as the Delecto Division?
referring, of course, to Mitt Romney's nom de plume on Twitter, Pierre Delecto. How appropriate. The name of a French surrender monkey, as I think is what the New York Post used to call him.
Breaking news from Stockholm, Sweden. Hunter Biden has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Pipe.
Yeah, I think I said yesterday he was going to be nominated for the Nobel Prize for Art. Do they have a Nobel Prize for Art? But Peace Pipe, that might be a better one, as in crack pipe. He'll leave it in his rental car that he will rent under his brother's name, his late brother's name, Bo.
Seems as though President Biden learned well from President Obama. I believe he said, "I have a pen and I know how to use it."
Yeah, he also said that during the campaign, he said, "I'd like to do some things, but I'm not a dictator. I need approval from Congress." But that was then, and this is now. And even the New York Times is somewhat disappointed that Joe is using his pen so much. I don't know why they're disappointed. This is what they want, isn't it?
Biden needs to wear 2 masks so no one can see that the puppet strings stretch all the way from China.
It just seems that way, you know. Where are they going to make all these solar panels that he wants people, and Kerry wants people to be installing the solar panels? They're all made in China. They're dealing with these chemicals that are toxic and lethal, and I dare say that the Environmental Protection Agency would frown upon building them in the United States of America. And by the way, what do you do with the solar panels after they're worn out? Where do you discard them? Do you shoot them into outer space? Again, they want to do something about toxic waste. They're worried about plastic straws, but they're not worried about these toxic solar batteries. Does any of this make any sense? A recurring question, I know.
You either go to the right school or get the right sugar mama, or you wind up coding in a coal mine. Did I just botch another joke?
You know, people forget another of his earlier botch jokes. Remember Don Imus? He's now deceased. He went on Don Imus's show and was talking about how bad the Italian army was, which is great. I mean, considering he represented a state with a huge Italian population, and those Italian army jokes are like 70 years old, and they're a slur to begin with. But that was another of his botched jokes.
Everybody knows I botched a joke.
Several, more than we can count on one hand.
That was your last Chumpline message. Thank you for calling Howie Carr, you chump.
Is there a mask you can wear to avoid being infected with Trump derangement syndrome? Texter just asked that question. I think it'd take 3-4 at least. If you're in the green room at CNN or MSNBC, it might take a dozen. That's it for the Chump Line today. The Chump Line is the recorded voicemail message service of the Howie Carr Show. You can call and leave a message at any hour between 1 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time each weekday. The Chump Line number, if you'd like to leave such a message, 844-500-4242, 844-500-4242. Press 2 for the Chump Line. Leave your message. We may or may not play it at this time each weekday. If you didn't hear your message or you just want to hear more Chump Line messages, check out Chopped Chumps. That's the overflow of Chump Line messages. We post them every evening around 7 o'clock. Get your Chopped Chumps podcast wherever you get your other Howie Carr Show podcasts. The Chump Line is brought to you every weekday by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week announcing the relaunching of our wicked awesome website. It's faster, it's leaner, it's even younger looking, kind of like the Howie Carr Show, the Howie Carr of websites. In fact, there's even a rarely seen inspirational video of Howie getting the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Schumer was right when he used the word erection, because they all had one after the insurrection. It gave them a reason to impeach Trump for treason and bar him from ever running in another election.
Yeah, it's not going to work though, is it, Limerick guy? They haven't got the votes. Just they've only got the voices of hysterical victims of Trump derangement syndrome, howling at the moon yet again. 844-500-4242. I'm Howie Carr.
The Howie Carr Show.